So we know exactly what happened. We know exactly how the Earth was formed. Our ancestors knew how the Earth was formed. And there's so many different stories to be told. But if we're simply talking about the elements, the elemental properties of our Earth and our cosmos, and how it all came to be, there's a lot that is spelled out in the symbol of the Pentacle. There's many ways to look at this, but this is one. If we start at the top of the Pentacle, ether, spirit, consciousness. We go from ether at the top down to fire. That's the let there be light moment. That's the spirit giving way to light and fire. And that light was fire. And fire and light were one, and they have been one. But light preceded fire, but immediately gave way to fire. Things just have to be, they create counterpart when they come into physical existence. So, from ether to fire. And fire, as it's burning, is moving. And in motion, there is wind. And they just beget one another. So then we have the next leg of the Pentacle. So ether, fire, wind. Wind begets moisture. Wind is wise and knows the ways of balance, the arts of balance. Look at Libra, look at any of the air signs, but especially exemplified in cardinal wind, Libra. She knows that the balancing counterpart to fire is water. So she begets water in the Pentacle. We go spirit, fire, wind, water. Now, the interesting thing too is that wind is the mind. And the mind delves into the mystery. And the mystery is symbolized by water. Mysterious, murky depths. Mystery is much more thought of as a water element concept. Everything came from these elements. Everything. Every word we speak, every thought we have, it came from these elements. So we can ascribe elemental properties to our thoughts. So mystery is very much water. And why is she such a mystery? Because she was already there. And in Kemet, we call this the waters of Nun. So the wind touched down upon the waters and realized, oh, there's already water here. The mind delves into the mystery. Now, when the spirit gives way to fire, fire moves, gives way to wind, and wind touches down, moves across the cosmos and touches the waters of Nun. What happens when, let's just create an image here, light touches water? If you had nothing but light and water, what is formed from that? To this very day, what is formed from that? I am looking right now at my glass water container that I need to clean out. That is simply water and light. Algae, the green, the earth element, the fifth element in the Pentacle. And there's so many ways to look at that. Why does water beget earth? Well, water seeks form. She seeks to be held in this form. She gave birth to the green. She is the grandmother. The algae is the earth element. Before there was land, all land came from algae, condensing over trillions of eons. There is a pressure in the center of this planet where there is a star. It's like a diamond of unimaginably condensed pressure. And it's pushing back out just as much as the out is pushing in. It's a freaking donut hole. inside is every single element that we see outside. Why wouldn't it be? As within, so without. It wasn't a joke. It meant everything. There's a reason why these certain esoteric statements hold so much water over the generations and generations, literally. So the earth is hollow in a way. Hollow, but not empty inside. There are essentially two worlds. And this unfolds into so many things. It unfolds into so many legends of, okay, as within, so without. Well, there's people up here. There's every single element that they could possibly need for life. There's pressure, a form of gravity. There's a star that's giving light and heat and warmth. And do we think that is there? No, there couldn't be anybody in there. Could there be? You just hear so many overwhelming legends and tales of beings of immense power and wisdom coming from within the earth, going into the hills, going into the caves, down. So when the Pentacle is finally completed, we have spirit at the top, fire at the bottom, back up to wind, over to water, down to earth, back up to spirit, and then just throw a circle around it. If we see the star in the center of the circle, it's a hint, it's a clue from the ancestors trying to tell us how the world is. There's a star in the center of the earth. The circle is the earth, it's the whole world, and the star in the middle. This can be seen as, yes, the Stellatera, the Earth star.